back up and running. The infrastructure of the cable station was in very bad condition. Comcast had to come out and run new fiber wire to the cable station. There were a lot of connections within the cable station that was either damaged or missing or removed. Some equipment that seems to look like to be missing, but we're still inventorying the equipment that was there. We're trying to transition older equipment that's in there and bring in newer equipment. Just for the residents' expectation, the very least, and I sent this out to the trustees, the very least that we're going to get done is at least start showing the board meetings in January.
Right.
We'll start there. Then we'll work on programming and go from there. But I think that's the first step. I think the residents say, hey, we can't make it to the board meetings. We want to see the board meetings on all the time. You're going to see them probably rotate over a 24-hour period continuously. So you'll never miss one. Just tune in and you'll see them over and over again. So we're going to start there. Trustee Brooks sent out communication. We met and he said, Chief, give me a date. And I said, we've been given dates. And I said, since you guys got elected, he said coming soon. And then he tried to get me to give a date in January. So I said, how about just January 2018?
Right.
So I will commit to January 2018, not necessarily a specific date, but we'll get it done in January 2018. And I think he was agreeable to that. So that's where we're going. We want to be more transparent. We want to put more information out to the residents. We do want the residents to be equipped. Knowledge is power. I will say this, and I'll do my report while I'm discussing this. Regardless of things that are said, regardless of what's shared, I always will be transparent with the residents. If they request information, they're going to get that transparency. Regardless of judgment, regardless of what they say, regardless of what their opinion is, I'm everybody's village manager, the board, the public, the staff. So regardless, my job is to be transparent. Just like I was transparent with a lot of information that may not have been as favorable for the village, but the residents should know the information. So we're working towards that. We're working on the website. We're making progress with that. This is progress that the current board and the previous board have been asking for progress. Every board meeting since I've been here in over 2 years, residents ask about this website. Oh my God, this website is horrible. No action done. Nothing happening. Now we signed a contract with a new website company. So you may see these small achievements, but these are large achievements to me because the board and the public have been asking for this and they've been ignored. Okay? The police department, a lot of antiquated equipment. And we're in the 21st century age of law enforcement where our police officers should be equipped to do their job and investigate crimes and serve the residents. That's very important. Our public works department, looking at equipment, infrastructure upgrades, cost effectively, using MFT funds in an appropriate manner to make sure that the public works department is equipped and putting less stress on the general fund. The village has been living on a caviar diet for a very long time. And we only can afford a bologna sandwich. And we've been putting a lot of stress on the general funds, and over these last 90 days, I've been told, you could put it out and pull money out of this fund. You could have used MFT. You could have used this. We're giving away grant money. I got $30,000 off a 10-minute email, to Cook County, Department of Homeland Security. They said, we're giving away money. Just send us a formal request. And we were late on on grant applications. So the resources are out there. And I think what's very important is, regardless if we know the job or we don't know, we have to learn how to ask. I work right now in the network of a lot of village managers from a lot of neighboring municipalities. There are resources. I went to a Christmas party last week, South Suburban Mayor and Managers, and I walked in, and you know what the most embarrassing thing to me was? Oh, what number village manager are you? Oh, University Park has a village manager? Oh, you're the new village manager? How long are you going to be there? And that's embarrassing for me to go to the event, and we have mayors and managers from other municipalities saying that to the mayor and saying that to me, And that's how we're viewed. So my objective is to do the best job possible for the residents. And what my staff would say, and some of the board members, and even the residents, if I don't know how to find it, I'm going to find it. So if I say I don't know, the resource is going to be located, you know, because that's just the type of person I am. I still say, you know, residents, please be patient with us. We're going through a huge transition right now, okay? Huge transition, you know. Yes, we just did a TIF loan today. Yes, we just did a tax levy. But these things are needed because there's no proper preparatory work to move the village forward. So every action you saw today is a reaction based on mismanagement, period. And that's what it is. And I'm very direct about it. But my goal is get the stigmatism of mismanagement and regain the confidence of the residents. That's my job, that's the board's job, okay? And we have a lot of work to do. Because when I leave this room today, you're gonna have residents that are still skeptical. You may even have board members that are still skeptical. But I have to continue to do my job, regardless of what that is, you know? So in saying that, please bear with us, we're working. Yes, sir.
Are we still getting any funds from Comcast?
The last time I looked, we're not getting any franchise fees from Comcast because the cable station has not been operated.
Right.
So when the cable station does not operate, we do not get the franchise fees.
Right.
So as soon as we get the cable station back up and running and actually have programming, then we'll start getting our franchise fees.
And with these fees, we designated for equipment.
Say it again?
With these fees, we designated for equipment.
So right now, what we're looking at is trying to find creative options for equipment. We're looking for equipment to be donated. We have some older equipment that other people are looking for that they're willing to potentially trade or provide some type of cash credit for it so we can kind of update our infrastructure at the cable studio. So what we're trying to do is barter in an appropriate manner where we can get stuff in a way that's proper and correct and actually fulfill the needs of the cable station. That's why I said initially you may just see board meetings because that's just recording them and making sure they're looping on the station. But as time goes on, we'll start reusing the studio because the studio has a lot of infrastructure issues that we have to address, such as roofing and other interior issues that we have to deal with for programming.
Another question here, when you sign a contract with Comcast, in the contract before, the funds that given to us from Comcast was designated for equipment on it. Am I right?
Yes, whatever the current agreement will be, that's the same equipment that will be agreement that will be maintained. The issue that we have is since the cable station has been shut down for so long, we're not receiving franchise fees, and we have equipment that has to be upgraded. The village has to try to find a creative way to initially get equipment to get it up and running until those franchise fees start coming back into the village where we can upgrade equipment.
Okay, there's a gentleman from one of the suburbs that sell used equipment.
I'll speak to that.
Yeah, the mayor, I think, has been working on that, so she can speak to that specifically.
Yes. Yes, there was, we made several trips to payroll sites.
Yeah, yeah.
We went there and I talked to Ron, and from there he showed me his fabulous cable station, and I went there and he had another friend, Brian. And I want to do a great thank you to Mr. Green in the village. He is a technical person, IT specialist since 1971. He volunteered to come down there and we found pieces, and one of the pieces and I have volunteered to pay the $41 to just get the connection done. He's traveled with us and they looked at a lot of things. It's really interesting at the cable station. The bags are there in the bag, in the paper, in the plastic. And then we looked at the top where the new equipment was. We opened it, they were all empty. So someone did a real good housekeeping there, cleaning. They stole a lot. I mean, they took a lot out of there, shall I say. We do have purchase orders. We will be looking for that. And the things that we do have, some of the tripods that we have down there, you can look at them, and he looked at them and said that some of them worth $1,000, $3,000, and so we're going to put them on eBay, and he said that would pay for some of the cameras, and he even offered to donate some of the equipment in his warehouse to give us, to help us out. He said, but I talked to Governor State, they're going to talk to Ms. Keisha, well, she's married now, and she did a proposal, they're putting a proposal together for us. We will have strict policies there. And knowing Ms. Neva we found out she has a master's in TV, radio, commercial, I think, bachelor's in that area. So we were really happy about that, and she went with us as well, and it was highly accepted. So we'll have a great program for you and our kids again, and all as far as the inventory has to be done. I think at one time we did have an inventory, but we're really curious on how who got in there, how it was disappeared. A lot was gone. So we're looking. Our tripods, some tripods are missing, but there's some that's there. They got old cameras there, but we can't trade in, and that will purchase some of our cameras for us. So, and I'll talk to you later. We will be getting that cable committee back together. It's going to be /IT. Looking for people like your expertise, sir. Come back. We were together 20 years ago almost, so we'll do it again. Yeah.
Thank you. Just one quick thing to report on. Tomorrow is the go live date for the new Laraway 911 Center. So at some point tonight or early tomorrow morning will be the last dispatching day for Eastcom over in Crete. So we've got a schedule posted of when the various cutovers for phone lines and everything happen. It should be a full day's worth transition starting somewhere around 7 a.m. tomorrow, and probably should be wrapped up by 3 in the afternoon. And that's all I've got.
Public Works, Snow Command. Let's talk about snow plows and plowing.
Yes, we in Public Works are also dealing with the 911 system. Our system will be changing over tomorrow as well. For the first time in over 10 years, we have 8 trucks on the road. We have 5-ton trucks on the road. So we are ready to go. Our first snowfall, we were done clean within 3 hours. On Saturday, we were home by 9:30. Last night, we were finished in 30 minutes. So we have coverage for the whole village, which we do know the industrial area is 2 times the size of the residential area. So we're at max and we are out, we are ready to go. But please, residents, if you can, please do not park on the roads. Last night, I happened to be in a truck and I sat on Farmview for a half an hour because they were parked until the sergeant came and got me out. So please, help us to clean the roads by staying off the roads. Thank you.
This morning I saw a truck, I think it was this morning, yesterday morning, 6 o'clock. I don't think that was ours. Is someone else helping out?
That was ours, Mayor, because
Was it labeled yet? Okay.
I am working in conjunction in changing our work hours for some of our crew. I just saw one of my trucks go by a few minutes ago. I have someone working from 7 to 11 right now. That's their regular shift now. So we will always have somebody here to take care of this parkway when the first fleet drops.
They were coming from Industrial Park this morning?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. Okay, anyone? All right? Nothing? Okay. Board Trustees?
You know, I have one additional comment. So, I had, on Friday, I met with the treasurer. I think we were meeting for like 2 or 3 hours. And we sat down and went over a lot of things, concerns that he had, and integrating back into the village's financial business. So we struck an agreement to reopen that working relationship that was kind of affected in the past. I think that's great strides that we've met based on that. And I think the main reason the treasurer's report was tabled is because the treasurer didn't review it. So we said, hey, let's go ahead and table it, because I said we will reopen this communication with the treasurer, and we want to make sure he actually reviews his treasurer's report before it's approved. So that is the reason it's being tabled today. And we'll be working closely with the treasurer to work on a lot of financial initiatives. He was briefed on a lot of the financial projects that were going on, along with a lot of the challenges that the village has. I think has a very decent financial picture, and we'll be scheduling to meet bi-weekly to go do financial updates so he can assist. Next year, he will actually have a report that will be added to the agenda. It will be called the Treasurer's Report, modified, where he can tell the board and the public the expenditures the village made, beginning balance at the end of the month, the ending balance at the end of the month, and he'll be able to explain some of their expenditures in more detail. And I look forward to working with the treasurer and bringing us back to compliance in a lot of areas.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, board?
Right now, I'm so excited to see everybody here tonight. There's so many people here tonight as opposed to the last. Anybody that braves this cold weather, 19, 18 degrees, to come here and sit. And I also talked to Gary. I tried to get him to turn up the heat, but we're working on our last bit of heat in this room, so I did try to make it more comfortable for you guys, but I'm so happy to see you guys here because you guys can be doing something else right now. I really appreciate you guys. Number two, I was awoken the other morning by Gary and his crew because they were out there. They let me know the weather. They let me know that it was snow when I went to sleep, and I didn't know it. I looked out the bathroom window, and there it was, the truck going down my block, and I appreciate you for having the trucks out there. And one other thing you had mentioned, you decided to change the schedule of your guys to suit the village, suit the needs of the operational needs of the village. That's brilliant. I appreciate that. And right now, while we're sitting in here, we're going to have coverage. Early in the morning, we're going to have coverage, and I thank you for that. And I'd like to thank the residents once again for coming out. And I'm just truly excited. You know, I get invited to a lot of things, to hear a lot of points of views, and my number is open to everyone. And I took a number and I took a call last night, and there was a lot of doom and gloom in that call last night. But I said I beg to differ with you because this village is moving forward, and I cannot think about something that's pessimistic in reference to this village because I am super excited. You know, it took me 3 campaigns to get here, and I take my job very seriously, but I will listen to the concerns of the particular constituents, but I will not take any doom and gloom because we are working together as a board, and we're working together far more than any other board here. So I thank you for coming out again. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Yes, I want to say this to Gary Richardson also. I think you did a fantastic job in getting that snow up as early as you did. You know, everybody was happy about that, so I appreciate that. I also want to say I thank you, John Pate, who is our manager now. Congratulations to you. You know, I think you have been doing a great job. The stuff that you have been doing since you just been active village manager was fantastic. And I appreciate you being here. I also would like to say to the people who got on the committees tonight, congratulations. Hope you do a good job, because we need you, okay? I'd like to say Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year.
Real quick, I have an addendum to my comment. Neva, I appreciate you, and I know you're going to make a wonderful director, and I'm looking forward to working with you in the future because I have a degree in film and television as well. So I thank you, and I salute you, Pate, Chief Pate, Manager Pate, all those other things. I really appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, thank you. I'd like to say thank you to everybody for coming out. And I know it's almost evenly divided. This half of the room is probably not pleased with my comments earlier, and this half of the room probably were more pleased, and it just worked out that way. But I just want everybody to understand that it takes a lot of different opinions to come together, and majority always rules. So I hope, me and Chief Pate already talked about this. He already knew where I stood, and he already knew what I was going to say tonight. There's no hard feelings. We've been agreed to continue working closely together like we have in the past, even with my opinion, okay? So Chief Pate and I are well, and I just hope the residents are well. So I just wanted to get that out the way. Happy holidays to everybody. I hate, sort of, that I missed the Christmas party, but I was in the Bahamas, having those martinis.
Christmas party is Friday.
Right. Oh, well,
Friday.
Christmas party. Oh, okay, I missed the tree lighting event with the children, which is important to me. So I hate that I missed that. I do want to make sure, Ms. Bell mentioned about the seniors who may suffer some discomfort because of the tax increase, right? It's a resident, well, non-resident, but a close member of this community, not from this community, who's been sending me a lot of grant information. So I asked her to look and see if she can find some grants for seniors who need housing and or food, who can also work in addition with Catholic Charities. So I do not have Ms. Bell's personal number, but I know she watches and a group of you guys talk a lot. If somebody can give her my village number and ask her to contact me, I would greatly appreciate that. And if you have my personal number, you can give her that as well. I look forward then, I guess, to the Christmas party. I will be there in attendance. Again, happy holidays to everyone, and thank you all for coming out.
Madam Mayor, one quick thing, because this is about jobs. One of our businesses and industrial park is having a job fair upcoming, and it's on my phone, and I will give you the date. The 21st. I will be posting on the website. If you put the referral name Chief Pate, you will get a priority interview, and potentially may get hired. So I will be posting this on the website and at Village Hall. You will be able to set up for interview times in the town center. They'll do on-the-spot interviews. And if you put my name in the comments, they will give you priority as far as interviewing consideration. And like I said, I will be putting that on the website by the end of this week, and there will be copies at the Village Hall where to reference that information.
You mean manager pay, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hey, good evening, everyone. First of all, I want to say to Park and Rec, I enjoyed picking up Santa Claus because his sleigh, it was a little too dry to land. So if anyone's seen Santa Claus get into that truck, it was because it was too, so thank you, Q, for calling me to go pick him up to go meet the kids on Sunday.
Trustee, how many times did I have to call Santa?
And
And we had a helper, me and the mayor recruited a young person, he kept going to the glass. He was looking out the window.
Everybody has Santa on their speed dial.
Yes, Trustee Curtis can vouch to that one.
Right. So I want to say Santa, and I guess he'll be out again on next week.
Yes, sir.
He's going to the schools, so he'll be at the schools. Next, also, I want to thank the directors. I already thank you, Keely. Great party. Durrell, also, thank you in reference to the cable studio. Yes, Chief Pate, well, Manager Pate, myself, and Durrell. I was at Village Hall on Wednesday. I do pick a day where I go to Village Hall, spend the time, talk to everyone. And Durrell, I was so adamant to see that Target date because I bugged the heck out of Chief Pate. He's not lying. I think we were in that front office for about a half an hour. But if you turn on Channel 4 now, Durrell did put it up. Actually, I was so eager. I rewinded. I'm sorry, you all. I just had to see it. But he was so cool about putting it up. UPTV returning January 2018. So thank you, Durrell. I appreciate that. Also, Gary, Director Gary. I knew about the 8 trucks. Gary knows that I'm just, that's one of my pet peeves. I am so happy that he is our director, and especially, actually it's so funny now, I'll text him if I hear a little bit of snow, and Gary says, truck is already on the road. So folks, we've been asking for that for the longest. Lastly, Chief Pate is approving I gotta get out the habit, but if you've been calling him Chief for so long, it's just, so if it come out, it's just a cop thing. the Aqua Water residents, soon as Manager Pate finished the approval, I'm looking at both cameras, the mayor, she was involved yesterday as well. Trustee Milton Pate and the mayor did the touch up on the letter. Soon as it comes and hits your mailbox next week, right? Couple weeks, please, Thornwood houses affect you too. Go to the ICC and file the complaint about the 43%. Please don't let the village letter to the ICC be the only thing. We're trying to keep the fight going. A resident did call and said that already she's seeing a hike. We thought maybe it's just her water bill, the water was going, we don't know. But already, ladies and gentlemen, look, they don't care. We have no control, but we're trying to show you that this is a different board and that what you elected up here is trying to make progress. So please, make sure that you log on to the website or the ICC once you receive it, because Chief Pate has the case number down that's involved. And lastly, I would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Manager Pate, I don't know what made you think it was going to be easy. I did it to you when I was commissioner. I'm going to give you a hard time as trustee. You got to earn that to be a manager. And ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I did it was because Chief Pate, all the things that you said or that you see with the plows, the cable studio, you name it, Chief Pate, he was very much involved. So that's why I went with the vote that I went. So Merry Christmas to all. Stay out of trouble. And if you see Santa Claus, give him a hug for me.
Oh, wait a minute, Karen. Anyone else? Well, I'd like to say happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa. And I'm very, very pleased. I can sleep at night, relax, and I'm so happy about the board. We work so good together with our Chief Manager Pate. And thank you so much. It was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We had a lot of fun, a lot of kids. We had to leave because we had to go to the library board. And on that note, too, I would like to say, I hope that God just puts some love in the hearts next year. Because, and I asked her, could I say this? And it's about the director of the library board. She has a terminal illness. And we have people in this village that works for us that has 2, 3 jobs, and some collect extra money. So to say that, I wish that you would just hold in your heart, and I don't think you can pay her medical bills or her terminal illness. And if she has to work 2 jobs to help pay that, and what's getting ready to happen with our medical insurance and the salt bills that failed and the other taxes getting ready to cut us off, please, God have mercy. There go I, but the grace of God. I lost a daughter to that. Please, it's very, very, very expensive. And for people to shout out at her, accuse her, things like that, she's working for a reason. And she has a husband, and she has 3 babies. So can we just find in our heart to be a little kinder? Because we don't know where we might be tomorrow or what might happen to you tomorrow. And I pray that you keep your health up, and I hope that God bless you. And also, next year, it's going to be exciting for this board. We're going to have another retreat, and I'm excited about that, because we're also going to have we're going to host a youth summit. I had the pleasure of talking to Malcolm X's daughter, Shabazz, and she was just fabulous. And she said, anything I can do for you, I'll be here in New York. She'll come to New York to help us. We have other organizations. I went to the meeting they had at Governor State, the Men's Summit. It was fabulous. Mr. Kevin Parker was there, and he was a guest speaker at the Congressional Black Caucus. The man was fabulous. He said he would come and help our mission that we are going to have for the Youth Summit. So I look forward to that for next year. And I look forward to those applications and getting new people on board to the different committees and commissions. And they are excited as well. So I hope and pray that things go well with us. And I want, Daryl, we did look at the website, we're looking to be paperless. We're trying to be very convenient for the people at University Park. Go online, get everything you need, contact, and be very, very transparent to you. And cable station, I'm very happy about that. Like I said, I was very disappointed to see how it was just dismantled and things missing, but it's gonna have policies this time. It'll be a different structure, and our kids will have somewhere to go intelligently. We're going to bring the STEM program through that as well. And I love each and every one of you. Merry Christmas to you. Hope you like your gifts. And I appreciate you more and more. And I definitely appreciate the people in University Park. Mr. Rule, make sure you guys, I won't be here, make sure you guys get on that bus. I'm having all the seniors to have some fun and go to the Governor's State. They're gonna have a beautiful play. And so I asked the bus service to pick them up Friday night so they can enjoy that, to do something different. So at this time, I ask you to be,
Before you.
yes, I ask that you guys look at your heart. And sometimes we say, our minister said, open your heart and let God come in. I don't know if some of you want to open your heart and see what's in there. We got to be careful what's in our heart. And please, let the redeemer of the Lord say so. Please. Let's just do more love in the village. Let's prosper and keep this mindset where we're doing, because we love each other, people. And I just thought, what was Santa doing so long? But, and Miss Santa, you open them up, you feed them coffee. We made all kind of stories to the children while he wasn't there. But it was a wonderful thing. And I want to thank you, Trustee. Oh, see, that's what it was. Miss Santa. And I want to thank Trustee McMullen and Chief Pate that went with me to Southsburg Mayor Managers. It was very, very nice. The people were very kind. And they laughed because they said we wouldn't take a picture unless the mayor was there. He said, I never saw him pay to work a room. 300 people there. And the University Park, to be recognized the way we do, it makes us proud. Not me, it makes us proud. And pray for me. I heard the East Coast is going to have a lot of snow. I'll be on the plane tomorrow at 5 in the morning. And I'll be going to New Haven, Connecticut, hosting a women's conference. So, representing University Park and some of the mayors from Gary, Indiana that I have hosting, and Mayor from Flint, Michigan, and some other guest speakers. I'm just very happy that University Park is being identified as a lead. So again, thank you.
Mayor, thank you for your presence to each and every one of us. I appreciate that. And she is absolutely correct. You have never seen someone work a room like Madam Mayor.
Oh, I have something here too. Jobs alerts. I get this every week where it says for jobs for mayor within 20 miles of University Park. I'll leave them here if anybody wants to see that. And Daryl, I'll give you something to put on the website, upload them. Okay? Thank you very much. Sorry, Jones.
Thank you, Mayor. I simply wanted to wish each and every one of you the merriest, the healthiest, and most prosperous holiday season. Let's not forget the reason for the season. And as I say all the time, as we celebrate